So I want to say just a few things about The Ugly Tourist. In this page, as you do some pre-writing work, I want you to consider some things like this. This is called MindMup and it's free. But if you want to just put some ideas down after reading this story, MindMup is one of the ways that you can do this. So I read the story and was thinking of how often she refers to things that are really base and banal. And so I wanted to just write those down. Like she said on page 199, how alone you feel in this crowd. So you're alone. A person at home in your own skin, she refers to. An example on page 200. A blob sitting inside that amniotic sac. Squat down over a hole they have made in the ground. A piece of ordinary cloth. And around each one of these, I've created a note where I can write some ideas down. This one talks about squatting gives imagery of the most banal of acts, giving birth or going to the bathroom, both necessary but messy bodily functions. A blob inside the amniotic sac. This is referring to the beginning of life in its base form. Why? A person at home in your own skin. Again, the skin is naked without clothing, and there's a connection to a base form of a person, and likening it to a base mentality. Why? How you feel alone in this crowd. When you're new, you're alone. Everything is new and scary. And then lastly, a piece of ordinary cloth. I get the image in my head of a loincloth, like a basic uncolored linen or cotton. So why is the author Jamaica Kincaid using this type of language, and what does it do for an essay? That would be my focus. It's not on what the story's about plainly, it's about what the story's about when you read it and how your brain takes these things, and it's computing. It's like computing. What are the feelings I get when I read this type of language? So your analysis then would talk about how she uses these examples. You would make a claim, and then you would use the quote, the page, and then you would have some comments on what that might mean. That is a literary analysis. This short story, The Ugly Tourist, has a lot of things in there that she does besides that. Now, if you want to make something of that, that's as far as I went with that idea. There are more examples inside the story that you could use. Feel free to do so.